Okay, cool. I'm here with the amazing Reverberate. We met at the Brighton Music Conference in September. We're back again. It's May. Tell us a bit about yourself and your DJ styles.
Cool. First, Marcos, thanks for having me. Mixel, thanks, guys. So basically, I am a music producer, DJ. I'm A&R and label owner as well. So yeah, I've been in the industry for a number of years now. I'm trying to make the best out of it, basically. Yeah.
And you live in Brighton, right?
I live in Brighton. Yes, I'm from Brazil, but I live in Brighton for the past 3 years. So yeah, Brighton and home.
Loving Brighton.
Absolutely. It's a place like I don't think I would change this for the world because this place is amazing, close to the beach. It's at the beach, and like people in here are amazing, and like the scene is good. The people are so open and open-minded. There's art everywhere. You can find art everywhere in this place, on the street all the time. Like you always, if you're going for a stroll in the street, you're gonna find some nice stuff to see. So I love it here.
Yeah, and everyone's so friendly and
absolutely. That's how we met, right?
Yeah,
It's just being what are you doing? What's your name? And that's it. That's how people are so open in here. So I love it.
And you play out in the clubs in Brighton?
So basically, I played at the Concord. I played a couple of times, and I'm looking into the Arch now. So yeah. But obviously COVID was here, so it's just like 2.5 years at home from the 3 years that I'm here. So
that's annoying.
Now is the time to start going.
Summer's going to be good, isn't it?
Yeah. We're just looking forward for it.
What genres of music do you play mostly?
I do mostly tech house. I do some minimal tech as well, but everything kind of like related to the tech.
Yep.
And yeah, that's mostly what I do, what I produce, and what I play.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about music library. We're going to geek out a little bit and all of that kind of stuff. So let's start at the beginning. Where and how do you download your tracks? What do you do for music discovery? All that kind of stuff.
Cool. So I have two main sources, which is regular Beatport digging, and the second one is as I'm label owner, then I have lots of tracks sent to me as promo, and I dig out like this as well because we also have ourselves into promo lists of other labels, and myself as a DJ as well, not only as a label. I go through the promos, and then the guys they send out their mailing lists. That's how I get lots of my tracks as well. I always try to dig for those tracks that not many people have. That's how we do it, right? And yeah, most of it would be this 2 ways really for searching.
Yeah. Do you use InFlight? Someone was mentioning.
Yeah. I use InFlight for sending out because of the label. So we send out through InFlight, but I haven't got yet because it's a new platform for us. So I haven't used it for receiving, but I know many of the labels who I am signed to on their promo list, they use InFlight. So I receive it from InFlight, but it's basically directly from the labels.
And when you get your promos, how does the metadata look? How clean is all of that?
Look, I think
is it a mess?
It is, yes. Like it's most of the times they really don't, like the labels don't really pay much attention to it. And this is a discussion I recently had with my partners, which was you have to, because on InFlight, if you send in a WAV, you cannot put metadata.
Okay.
But if you put in the AIF, you can put metadata. But even though they just put like the name and that's it. So we are putting basically the name, we put the release date, the name of the album, the artist, we put the actual folder, like the actual cover of the artwork, because most of them just look like okay, I have to go on whatever software and I have to edit it and make sure it looks nice for playing on a CDJ, you know.
Yeah. So as a producer, you're like, I finished the track, let's send it out. Like, there's this sort of boring step that you need to do with all the metadata. And so you guys are cleaning all that up.
Yeah, because well, the artists are not going to do that really. They really don't even think about it, I believe. But us as a label, we just go there. We see, okay, it's not done. So then we can just pass it on through the software and make sure the artwork is there. Make sure the names are there and everything.
And when you are putting together your own playlists. So you download your tracks from Beatport. you're importing them. Which DJ software are you using?
I'm currently using Rekordbox just to pass it to the USBs.
Yeah.
Just to setting some cue points. I use very basic. I don't go very deep into it. My cue bases are quite basic.
Yep.
My cue bases. My
points.
cue points are quite basic.
You're geeking out on software.
Yeah, I'm going through the software now. No, but it's just very simple thing. Just so I'm able to see everything on the CDJ on the way that I will be able to do my mixing better.
So do you only play on CDJs? You don't ever use laptop?
I used to use a lot. I used to have the X1 and Z1 from Tractor. Used to Tractor a lot.
Yeah.
But then just after having like a pair of CDJs, I just dropped it out because it's like, well, I have the CDJs here, so just that's what we.
Did you enjoy using Tractor when you were using Tractor?
I did. I like a lot the effects on Tractor. The fact that you can visualize a lot and you can have 4 decks easy.
Yeah.
Because I love to use loops. I have to work with loops a lot, and kind of like a Carolla style, Rich Halton style. That there's like loop behind loop and loop and loop.
Yep.
I love to do that. But as I said, after going back to CDJ, then kind of like Tractor became obsolete for me in a way.
Yep.
So I just went to that.
Yeah. So you're exporting to USB. Do you have your entire collection on your USB, or do you just take the sets for where you're going?
Why? So every gig I play, I have a bit of preparation. So I kind of have a folder of the tracks that I think it would work there.
Yep.
But I always come with 3 128 gigabytes USBs. They are mimicked, so they're mirrored one to the other.
Yep.
It's just in case if I have any issues, right?
Yeah,
so I have them prepared. But
you draw one in a pint or something.
I carry basically my whole library on the USBs, but I have folders for the specific parties, and because it's easier because I visualize what can happen during the party.
Yep.
And then I just have it kind of like set.
Yep.
But I don't stick to it.
Of course. Yeah.
I just go and not preparing the whole set, but just bashing like 100 tracks in that playlist.
Yep.
Which I think would work.
Yep.
If it's not working, I just go to other folders.
Do you build them from other playlists? You go do a bit of digging in through other playlists and go, I think these are going to work. These are going to work when you're building.
Yeah, absolutely. I dig through all my playlists.
Yep.
I basically go through all of them, and then I see, this might work, this might work, this might work, and then I build one new playlist for that event, basically.
Do you sort by genre or any of the metadata? Do you do sorting, or do you use any of the recommendation tools or any of that kind of stuff?
I basically do everything from scratch.
Yeah.
I have it.
You've got a mental map in your brain of where.
Kind of. So basically, I have all my tracks 2015, 16, 17, blah 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 until now.
Yeah.
Divided by month. Okay. So I save them all by month.
In Rekordbox.
Yeah, I save everything by month.
Yeah.
And then I also have other playlists divided by genre.
Yep.
So if I know that is a recent track, but I don't remember which subgenre I selected in.
Yeah.
I go straight to, I know what month I downloaded it, and then I know it's there. So it's basically a second way of doing it.
Yep.
And on the genre side,
yep.
I just put, let's say, techno and tech house, and then on tech house I will have tech house groove or tech house peak time or tech house chills or whatever.
And is that how you're tagging the tracks in the metadata, or is that you're building playlists?
Building playlists
for the subgenres, basically.
Yes, the only tagging that I do are with the star system.
Yeah.
So I just do like 5 stars is the ones more energetic.
Yeah.
All the way down to 1, which is like less energetic.
But your stars is basically about energy rather than about how much you like the track.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if it's just how much I like the tracks, I'm gonna be like, I love them all.
Otherwise, they wouldn't be there.
They wouldn't be there, exactly. So I just go through energy, because then I can kind of like see exactly where I should lead the set or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And do you, in terms of your prep, you keep it quite minimal in terms of the cue points and beat grids and stuff? Do you beat match by ear, or do you use the?
Yeah, I do beach match by ear, but the cue points for me are basically for getting me out of difficult situations. So let me explain. I put the cue point on the first 128 beats.
Yeah.
Because during the breakdown, I put another 128 beats before the main drop. Because I like to mix drop with drop, kind of thing, breaks with breaks. And this way, I will never get lost. Right? Because I know if I do exactly on that cue point, the drops are gonna come exactly together. And then I always put as well on the A section of the track, I put on the drop. The B section, I put one on the drop. The C section, one on the drop. So if I need to go backs and forwards, I can just switch around. I have one in the beginning of the break as well.
And do you do that for every track?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Religiously?
Religiously. And just recently, I had a very bad experience that I sold my old computer and I completely forgot to export everything. So I had to go through every single cue point on all my tracks since the beginning of time. And that took me probably about 2 months to do.
Oh my God.
It was insane. No, but I had to do it.
Did you have playlists or no playlists either?
No, I had
all
to
the
do it
source
from
files
scratch. From scratch. I had only by month, right? Because they were my folders.
The folders on the
So I had
desktop.
to just import everything, go through everything again. But it was, I tell you what, it was great. It's very, very, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But it was amazing because I listened to tracks back from 2015 that I forgot about. And I took it back and I was like, this is like B-sides that it still work.
Yeah,
You
right.
know, and
Okay, so we were talking about your DJ library fail when your computer. So tell us again. So you sold your computer.
yes.
Tell us what happened.
So basically, I sold it and I formatted my computer. And then before selling, obviously, I formatted it. As soon as I formatted it, I just like, oh my God, my record box. I didn't save anything. So I was like, no cue points anymore, no playlists anymore, no anything. I had to start from scratch. I contact the support, but obviously because you have to pay for the service. I didn't even know there was a service that you could pay or anything. But yeah, so I just lost it all. I had to build everything again and go through since 2015 all my tracks. Like, it was a
And
nightmare.
how long did it take you?
Yeah, it took me like a good 2 to 3 months to do it. Like definitely a good 2 to 3 months, but it was really good that I could at least go back to the tracks and go back to old tracks and oh yeah, that's still a banger now. Like I'm definitely gonna keep playing this. So tracks from even before, from tracks from 2012, 13, I was like, they still sound great because you know, like some B-sides and stuff. It just works.
Yeah.
Like so that was good to bring them back.
And presumably now your library's like you've got no debt. You got no old stuff that's not, got all the metadata and stuff. You sorted everything. It's clean.
Yeah. I had to do it all again. So basically, I went through every single cue point, everything metadata, making sure that I had the name correctly, the track correctly, the album correctly. But it just took me a long time, and I know 99% of the people wouldn't do it. I was just crazy. I don't know how I did that, but I'm glad I did.
I don't know. I was talking to a guy earlier who does everything by key, by ear.
Yeah.
So he tags all his tracks by key, and he does it by ear, so no analysis. And then he does his sets based on going through the whole circle.
The
of
Camelot
beats.
Wheel, yeah.
Wow. I mean, I don't think he's Camelot Wheel. I think he's old school. But
Yeah. It's just like his own wheel.
So everyone's different, man.
Jesus, that's crazy, man. Like, well, to be honest, if I had a year like his to listen to track and I would be like, yeah, man, just producing all the time. That's me now. Like, don't even be caring about DJ. I would be just producing all the time. But that's really good, man. That's really good.
cool.
No, but I do track analysis, but the one inside record box straight away. Yeah, I used to do lots of mixing and key, but then because record box always also have it, so I just pass it on everything straight there, and I have it all there.
Is it normally correct for you? It'll sort of.
Well, I wouldn't know. It just tells me there, and I don't know by ear, but usually when I use the Camelot wheel, and you know, when I DJ harmonically,
Yeah.
they usually work.
Yeah.
Never run into like big issues. One of the other they are off key, but some of them it doesn't understand if it's 9A or 2A.
Yeah.
So then you're just like, okay, it's one or the other. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try, and if it works, it works.
How much do you mix harmonically?
Look,
Depends on the gig.
It depends on the gig, but I tend to first look at which tracks that are in key.
Yep.
Then I select some of them. I listen to them quickly there while mixing.
Yeah.
If I don't think they're fitting for the moment, for the vibe, I go for any other keys and I try to work out other keys because there's no point. What matters is if the vibe is going. It doesn't matter if you change keys or if it's a slight wrong key.
Yeah. It's about getting the crowd going, man.
Exactly. If the crowd likes that, so that's what matters.
I've yet to see you perform, but I'm thinking you've got a vibe, man.
Oh man, let's do it. Let's do it. Anytime when I play again, I'll let you know for sure.
Okay, cool. All right, thanks so much, Reverberate. Really good to chat.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for having me in.
You're welcome.
Cheers. Thank you.